Welcome to Ingredient Insiders. I'm John Magazzino.
And I'm Andrea Parkins.
Thanks for watching this clip of our interview with Lena Ciardullo.
For the full episode, find us on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Links in the description below. You're the executive chef of one of New York City's most legendary restaurants at this point.
Stop. How does that feel?
Bizarre. Very pinch me.
Yeah.
Last year, Union Square Cafe celebrated its 40th anniversary. So I had about 1 million, oh my God, I can't believe I'm the one sitting at this table. Or like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm the one in charge of this.
Yeah.
Moments. Especially because I started in this company. I've grown up in this company. I've been with Union Square Hospitality Group for now like 16 years, something like that. But I started as a freaking little baby line cook. So it's amazing. I think you asked me like, oh, so is that when you started thinking about wanting to be like the executive chef? Right. I was like, no. Like, if anything, I was maybe hoping I'd get to the pasta station or maybe someday be a sous chef. Or, you don't think ever that it's feasible. So very grateful. It's like pretty surreal. But also, I have always had a similar taste with Danny. Like from the beginning, he also studied abroad in Rome, and he has really, really similar sensibilities that I do about food. I've never had to argue with him about food. I've never had to like push back or hold my ground. People ask all the time, like, oh, does Danny make you do this or that? And I'm like, no, Danny's just like, ooh, yummy. What's up? What are you doing next?
Is Danny still very hands-on about what's going on at Union Square Cafe itself?
Not necessarily. I mean, he's certainly very aware. Like, you can't turn off being an amazing restaurateur. So if he comes in, he's going to notice if there's a light bulb that's a little dim or whatever. He's aware. But I'm not like telling him what the menu changes are going to be or anything. He sees them when he comes in to eat.
The Danny we're talking about is Danny Meyer, who's the founder of Union Square Hospitality Group and also the founder of Shake Shack. For those of you that are not in New York, and one of the most acclaimed restaurateurs in the history of the planet. That's not an understatement. Nope. And also, famously wonderful person and so known for the service elements of the restaurants.
Yeah.
But I was curious, because Union Square Cafe was his first restaurant, right?
He certainly has like
that's his baby in some regard. And you're in charge of
his baby.
The baby.
Yeah, I mean, that's a ton of weight, especially shepherding it into its 40th year where there was all of this, attention to like, where is it now? And where have you gone? And so
and there
on
haven't
and so
been
forth.
Too many executive chefs. Michael Romano and how many others?
So actually there was a gentleman named Ollie Barker that was the opening executive chef. He was there for almost 2 years.
Okay.
Then Michael Romano, who was, you're right, like they're iconic.
A long time.
Super long time. Certainly like did a lot of the big accolades that came with Danny. And then Carmen Quagliata, who was then also there for, over 10 years.
Yeah.
And then me.
Yeah, wow.
So 40
That's
years,
crazy.
4 chefs.
And how much of the menu have you made in your own style?
Nearly all.
Wow. So you've been given carte blanche to kind of do what you want.
And I guess that's what I'm saying is Danny is like, don't change something for the sake of changing it. If you're going to make something better, go forth, enjoy. And the only thing that's still on the menu
is there something that's still there?
Same form that it has been is the bib and Gruyere salad, which I think has been on for like at least 35 of the 40 years. I think Michael Romano put it on. I don't have an exact date. I wish that everything was digitized so I could like have a better archive of it. And that's a salad that like when I had come in to eat, I was like, oh, what a tasty salad, you know? So like, why would I change that? Right. It's yummy. But besides that, I didn't mean to like axe anyone else's stuff. I just had things to say. So it's changed.
Have you gone back when you got the role? Did you go back and look at a lot of history and menus?
Totally.
And just like, how would you describe what Union Square Cafe is as far as a restaurant goes? Is it American? Is it farm to table? Is it like which?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, Danny explained it as a 3-legged stool in terms of French, Italian, and California influence. That's kind of been his beating drum, I guess. Definitely farm to table is a big part of that. defining what necessarily does Italian or French or whatever mean, and not being too held up on having to be specifically one thing or another. All of my experience prior, I was at restaurants that were like Roman. Yeah. So not having quite as strict of rules gave me a lot of room to like be more creative or be creative in a different way than I had been. Because I can't tell you how many times in my tenure at Marta, I would look at a sous chef and be like, hey, that dish that you put up for me was really tasty. Like, great job. It's delicious. It's not going to go on the menu, though, because it's not us. Like, you have to play within the within the lane.
Yep.
And here, like, that's still true. And that can make it easier in some ways because the lane is a little bit wider, but it can also make it harder because it's a little bit harder to define. So if you tell someone, like, cook Roman food, that's pretty explicit.
Right.
But if there's this, like, there's this feeling that just makes sense and it's us. And I always kind of try to think of it as it should feel comforting and it should feel like welcoming. The food should make you feel like something that you can be excited about but not overly challenged by. I think food can be delicious without pushing people's boundaries too hard, but I think that there should be an unexpected quality to it. So there's a lot of like...
more like a feeling that it evokes versus like this tastes like this.
It should feel like coming home and being taken care of. And whether that resonates to you as it's your Italian grandmother taking care of you or your French grandmother or whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. But it's just this sense of like, oh, this feels like a slightly more refined version, right, of that feeling.
Right.
Not pretentious, but
not pretentious.
Really like...
I mean, that's hospitality. Like,
and
really,
that's the thing.
right?
The food should match the ethos of the restaurant. And the ethos that for this restaurant and every other one that came at Union Square Hospitality Group was based out of this sense of just taking care of people. And so like that's really what the story of the food has to do. And anything less than that is just going to detract.
Yeah.
I also feel that there's like a direct connection to the Union Square Green Market and Union Square Cafe.
1,000%.
By proximity and just by culture, however you want to describe it.
Yeah, I mean, Danny really put life into the Green Market in a lot of ways. I'm so lucky that I have that behind me because there's farmers who I'll go up to and say, oh, is there any way you could do this? And they go, of course you can. You're my first customer. I was barely born, but they have that reverence for it.
I mean, that's definitely something that I've never really spoken about. But if you think about Gramercy and Union Square Cafe and the proximity to the Green Market and the fact that that market has flourished more than most others in New York City is directly attributable to those restaurants there.
And Danny did it intentionally. Like Union Square was not a neighborhood that was like coveted. The way it wasn't looked at then the way it is now. Yeah.
I'm old. I remember New York in those days. That was still like kind of lofty, not Soho yet, but quite different. This has been an awesome conversation.
Yeah. Should we do some rapid fire fun?
You want to do some rapid fire questions?
Is there anything else we didn't talk
about that we should be talking about?
We can.
What do you like on your hot dogs?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I'm from Chicago.
I know.
Chicago style hot dog.
Really?
Fully loaded.
Everything. Green stuff, all of it.
Yeah,
Sport
the whole
peppers.
shebang. Yes.
I feel sad about that, but
don't feel sad.
Do you have a
but no ketchup. No ketchup. No ketchup.
No.
No
Good.
ketchup.
That's
unless
right.
you're under 6.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's my rule. I'm a mustard only.
Yeah. Well, if I'm like at the restaurant and just need to like get a glizzy down at family meal, mustard only.
Yeah.
But if I have the
I may or may not have
opportunity-
had a hot dog for dinner last night.
What do you feel about Chicago style pizza? Deep dish.
I feel very good about it.
Okay.
But you have to understand,
deep dish or tavern style?
All? Like,
Yeah,
can I
there's no
just like
wrong
it all?
answer.
I don't think pizza has to be pitted against each other. Like, I love New York pizza. I love Chicago style pizza. They're two different styles.
You're
I like them both.
Peacemaker. I like that.
Yeah, I like everything. Why do we have to pick?
Yeah. Why?
Because I don't like deep dish.
Why can't I love Trader Joe's and Wegmans?
You know what? I don't feel good after I eat it.
You got to 86 the conflict. You got to just enjoy one great slice of like Lou Malnati's cheese pizza.
Yep.
It's so good.
What are your feelings about Wiener Circle in Chicago?
I mean, it was great when I was like 19. Yeah.
John took me. It was an experience.
Yeah, it's great.
I got accosted by the lady.
That's part of the shtick.
What food trend do you wish would disappear tomorrow?
Luxury for the sake of luxury.
Great answer.
Yep.
Talked about that earlier. Why do people feel the need
to put gold leaf on everything?
or to put
wolf,
right?
To put caviar on top of truffles, on top of wagyu beef.
I don't want to pay for that either.
On top of uni. It doesn't make any sense.
Like, and it's probably going to be one itty bitty bite, and it's probably going to be crazy expensive. And unless you're going to send it to me as a +1, which now I'm going to feel guilty about, I don't want it.
Right.
Like, just let me enjoy. If it's that great of an ingredient that's a luxury, let me enjoy it for what it is.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Ingredient Insiders.
You can find the products we discussed on today's episode at chefswarehouse.com or your favorite specialty retailer.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Ingredient Insiders and Chef's Warehouse at Where Chefs Shop.